Good morning. I woke up and went straight for my shawl. So, no shower. I know I've done a video on an I-cord bind off, but I thought I would refresh your memory because it's kind of fun. So, I'm using size 6 needles. One thing about an I-cord bind off is that it doesn't have a lot of give or stretch. So, I highly recommend going up at least a needle size. I'm working with fingering, so I'm going to use a size 7 for the bind off. If I was using a thicker yarn, I would go up more in the needle size. So I've got the old selfie stick here. Hi, Sandy. I'm about to flip the screen and just work a little bit so you guys can see an I-cord bind off. Now, bind offs, hi, Pat. Good morning. Happy Halloween. Hi, Barbara. So, the I-cord bind off. You can use this on so many things. I used it on my striped sweater, my Burke shawl. I'm pretty sure I've used it on other things. Hi, Deborah. How are you feeling? You're in the ICU. I just saw your post. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Crystal. So I'm going to flip the screen, just work a little bit of an I-cord bind off for you. Bind offs can be tedious for some people. For me, everything is all knitting. So this has a nice little rhythm to it. I really like working an I-cord bind off. It's all just knitting to me, but it's pretty. It's really pretty, and it's a little more fun than just a typical bind off. So I'm going to flip the screen, stick it in the selfie stick here. It might take me a minute to get it dialed in. The table's a mess, disregard. Once again, no shower. So I think I'm finally starting to feel better, you guys. This is good. So let me get this situated here. I'm gonna flip the screen. Good morning, Mama Barbara. How's my girl? Good? All right, here we go. Okay, so notes from the shawl last night. So I've totally tweaked the Burke all over again. So I'm gonna have to flip the screen again. Okay, so the Burke has kind of been one of the biggest pain in the butts for me out of all my patterns for some reason. I published this almost a year ago. I have reworked the entire lace eyelet pattern. I am totally updating it again on Ravelry because this is the best Burke yet. So just an FYI, you're going to get an update on Ravelry. I'm not done adding to the fabulousness of the PDF yet. So I'm going to flip the screen. Here's your I-cord bind off for Monday morning. Grab your coffee. Let me tighten my little selfie stick here. Okay, so once again, I've got fingering weight. I also have 291 stitches that I'm going to be doing this to. Now, call me crazy, but it's all knitting. So to start an I-cord bind off, okay, so I'm done. I'm ready to bind off. So what I'm going to do first is knit 3 stitches. Okay, now what you do is you transfer these 3 stitches back to your needle. Now, yes, I'm left-handed, so you're going to be doing everything the opposite of me. Some people find it better if they watch my videos or listen to my videos but don't watch them. The right-handed people, that sometimes helps. So, okay, so I've knitted 3 stitches. I've transferred them back to the needle I got them from. So if you're right-handed, you would have knitted 3 stitches and transferred them back to your left needle. Hi, Linda. We're doing an I-cord bind off. Okay, so I've knitted my first 3 stitches and they were on my DPN. I transferred them back to my working needle, okay? So now here's where the I-cord fun begins, okay? So we're gonna knit. Now this is a sequence. I believe there's 8 steps, and you're just gonna repeat this until the very end and when you get down to the last 3 stitches. So the first 2 stitches we knit. The 3rd stitch, we slip as if to knit, okay? And then we knit a 4th stitch. Hi, Linda. And now we've got these 4 stitches. That's not what we want. We're working a 3-cord or a 3-stitch I-cord bind off, right? So now we're gonna take our slip stitch and slide it over our last knitted stitch, okay? So now we're back down to 3, which means we've done a bind off of 1 stitch. Hi, Mary. Hi, Linda. Okay, so now there we are again. Transfer all 3 stitches. back to our other needle. Now keep in mind, you will be transferring them back to your left needle if you're right-handed. Okay, so back to the needle. We're gonna just keep going. Hi, Carmen. Barbara Cobean, little I-cord bind off for you this morning. Okay, so we're gonna knit 2, slip 1 as if to knit, knit 1 more. Then you're gonna slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch and then transfer all 3 stitches back to your needle again. Okay, we're gonna keep going. So now we're gonna knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1, whoops, slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch, transfer everything back. Now, I've got 291 stitches to do this too, so I won't bore you with the whole thing, but if you just chimed in, I picked up my shawl and the first 3 stitches, I knitted them, and then I transferred them back to, I transferred them back to my needle, and then here's how you keep going. Hi, Robert, Patricia. Okay, so knit 2, slip 1 as if to knit, knit 1, slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch, transfer everything back. Hi, Diane. Good morning. Well, it isn't morning for you. Happy Halloween. Okay, so knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1, and then you slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch, transfer everything back. It's kind of hard to look under a selfie stick, I will say. Okay, so look at the pretty. Look at the pretty. You guys, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And that's just the very beginning, like the very, very beginning. So it's such a nice, pretty, and clean edge. Hi, Dawn. I did this on, once again, on my striped sweater, on the collar. It's just so clean and classic and simple. So we knit 2, slip 1 as if to knit, knit 1 more. Then you slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch and then transfer everything back. It is so simple, you guys. This is such a simple, I mean, once you do this much, you've got it figured out, and it's just like autopilot, no brainer. So I highly recommend trying an I-cord bind off on something. You can use it on any edge. I mean, you could do it on the edge of your cowl or whatever, but it's really pretty. So knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1. Slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch, slide everything back to your other needle. So you see that? I say it's an 8-step process. Let's double check me. Okay, so we knit 2. And then we're gonna slip as if to knit. Then we're gonna knit 1. So there's 4 steps, right? Then we're gonna slide the slip stitch over your last knitted stitch. That's 5. And then you transfer 3 stitches back. So it's the 8-stitch miracle bind off, in my opinion. Oh, good, Linda. You need to try this. It's so simple. It is such a, look at how pretty, you guys. So look at how pretty. So pretty. So in part of my editing the Burke, it did not have this garter stitch here. So now my I-cord isn't gonna roll on me. You see, I've spent so much time with this shawl, you guys. Hi, Marion. Okay, so let me do it one more time. So if you just chimed in, okay, I'm gonna turn the screen and talk. You just chimed in. Doing I-cord bind off. You can do this on anything, anything. The bottom of your sweater, the neck of your sweater, your cowl, your shawl, anything. So all you do at the very beginning, and then I'm going to flip the screen and show you because some people have just chimed in, and I want you to understand this because it's such an easy bind off and so pretty. So simple, classic, pretty. So when you start, hi Deb, when you start, you knit your first 3 stitches of whatever it is you're making, and then you slide them back to your needle. Now, if you're right-handed, you would knit 3 stitches that would land on your right needle, and then you would transfer all 3 of those stitches back to your left needle. And now I'm going to show you what you do after that. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go. Agnes, I think you should try this. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous clean edge. I absolutely love this bind off. Okay, so I just explained to you the very first 3 stitches, you knit them, and then you put them back on your needle. I'm left-handed, so I'm on the opposite side here. Okay, so then after you've knitted 3 stitches and you're ready to carry on, hi, Barbara, this is what you do. So it's knit 2, then we're gonna slip this stitch as if to knit, and then knit 1 more. Then you're going to slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch and then transfer everything back to your needles, which is the 3 stitches we started with. So that's it. That's the I-cord bind off. I think I'll do a couple more just in case. If you want to save, I'll put this video in the group. I'll post it in the group once it's done, and you can easily go to the upper right-hand corner of the post and click Save Post if you want to save this video. So I'll do a few more just so that if someone wants to save it, they have enough to go on here. So once again, I've been knitting with size 6s. I'm using fingering weight. I definitely go up at least a needle size. Dawn, selfie stick between the legs, girl. So knit 1, knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1, then you're going to slide your slip stitch, which is the 3rd one, over your last knitted stitch, and then transfer everything back to your needles. And I'm telling you, and I'm not talking and explaining this, and I'm just simply working the I-cord bind off, it goes so quickly. It is easy, it is very therapeutic for me. I find it very, I don't know, relaxing. So we're gonna knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1, slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch, and then transfer everything back. So I believe in my Burke, they're an I-cord cast on. Agnes, I think I've seen that. That's gonna have to be another day. So anyway, when I get to the end, I'm gonna keep working this until I get to the last 3 stitches. I have a couple different ways how I finish it, but I believe in the Burke, I put that you go to the last 3 stitches and then work a normal bind off, which you guys I'm sure know how to do. So hi Anissa. I also, it depends on the garment and the shape and how it's coming out. When I get to those last 3 stitches, sometimes it's a knit 2 together and then I slide the knit 2 together over the last stitch. So I encourage you to think outside the box because we don't have to do anything any kind of certain way. So that's kind of how I roll because I don't know what I'm doing. So I just kind of throw my own, you know, flavor into everything. So that's the I-cord bind off. I see more have chimed in. I'll work a few more because this is literally all I'm doing this morning. Hopefully finishing this before I get kiddos and we go trick-or-treating and all that good stuff. So, okay, so I'm back to the 3 on my needle here. I'm gonna knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1, slide my slip stitch over my last knitted stitch, and then transfer everything back. So it's an little 8-step process, and I mean 3 of those are just sliding your stitches back to the other needle. It's very simple and very clean and very pretty. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to wear this shawl. I've given all of my Burkes away, and this will be my new and one and only Burke shawl. So this is it. So once again, I started with knitting 3 stitches, then transferring back to my needle, and then this is how you finish the whole bind off. You will knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 1, whoops, slide your slip stitch over your last knitted stitch, and then transfer everything back. Okay, so that's it. That's the I-cord bind off. When I get to the end, maybe I'll go live again. I don't know. We'll see what time it is and how much of a hurry I'm in. Yes, so do you want to see how I do videos? This is it right here. It's like the video mustache machine. I use a selfie stick. I don't use anything fancy. So this is what I do. My legs, I am skinny, so I have to cross my legs to hold the stick in place. I do have a thigh gap. So this is what I do for you. I sit and I hold this right in my face and I knit under here and show you all this. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I think I'm finally feeling better. This is day 9 of being sick, but I got a good 8 hours of sleep last night. So I think I feel better today. We'll see by the end of the day how I really feel. So yeah, yep, Vanessa, that's how I roll. Linda, you're welcome. You have a good day. All right, you guys, that's all I got. I'm going to hopefully finish a Burke shawl and block it before I go to bed tonight. So happy Halloween. Tell your children happy Halloween. I would love to see photos of their costumes. So I might need to do a post in Yarnitoli later because I love nothing more than seeing cute little kids in costumes. So have a good day, you guys. Bye.